Hello, everyone. It's your boy back again, Keith, with another, not really a review, but just a random video on some colognes that I have. Um, and this is Average Man's Scent. And I want to talk a little bit about one cologne in particular that I have. And I'm puzzled by this because I really have heavy hitters in my collection. I have over 60 some odd colognes now, and growing. And some of my heavy hitters, a few of them have performed pretty well. I've gotten a lot of compliments from a few of them, but one in particular that I'll reveal at the end. Um, I'm having a hard time shaking loose from, because every time I get something new and I think it's good or it's gonna beat out this particular fragrance, all the people who have smelled that one particular fragrance always tell me it's not better than the fragrance that I'm talking about. And so I decided I was gonna just pull out a few of my heavy hitters and do a slight comparison. And first off, um, I will do this one. Is a house that I've never really heard of. There's not much information about it, although I did run across one video on YouTube and somebody did a short review on, and I decided to pick this up anyway. Me personally, I like it. I actually like it a lot. I've only really worn it maybe twice since I've had it. Um, this is Penguin by Munsingwear, and this is a eau de toilette. And so this is the box. And if anyone is familiar with this fragrance, this one in particular, I love. It is sweet. It's soft. And there's my mishap. All right. But this is the presentation. I would not pick this up by the top. It snaps on, but it doesn't stay good. But I love this presentation. It starts out dark at the top and lightens at the bottom. It's like a root beer color almost up here. And this scent is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I don't know why I haven't gotten a lot of feedback about this one. I don't know. But anyway, I like the fragrance. And you can see where I'm going with this. Most of the fragrances that I deal with are, well, actually almost all of them are soft, subtle, sexy, sensual, sweet scents. And this is one of them. And I'm off Butterfingers today. I just got off from work, guys, so I am a little tired. Working 2 jobs gets a little tiresome. Next up, I will go with Versace Man Eau Fraiche. And I wasn't too thrilled about this fragrance in the beginning. For some reason, I kept getting like the smell of roach spray, roach spray. And it could have been because of the body wash that I used, and then I got straight out the shower and I sprayed this directly on, and it probably was a reaction to it that made it smell like that. I'm not sure, but I like it. I'm just not really too fond of the scent. It's clean, it's fresh. I guess it's okay. I don't. I just bought it because I heard other YouTubers say that it was a go getter. So that's Versace Man Eau Fraiche. So as you can see, I do have heavy hitters in my collection. Um, Next up, I will go with Azzaro Chrome. A lot of these colognes I have done videos on already, but you can see I've been using it. Since I have so many, I don't use it as much as I used to. This used to be one of my go-to scents. I love this fragrance. It's not really sweet, but it gets the job done. I like it. It's not really that overpowering. You can overspray, so go easy on the trigger on this one. And this was Azzaro Chrome. Next up, D&G and Gabbana, The One. And this is not the one that people prefer to have. I guess the Eau de Parfum or Parfumo. This may be the Eau de Toilette, or however you want to say it. And that is another thing that I wanted to talk about. That's the only reason why a lot of fragrances I never picked up, because it said I didn't know the difference between Parfumo and Toilette. And I always looked at it as Eau de Toilette, like the toilet that you use to, in the bathroom. And I was like, why would I want to buy something that, that's got something to do with the toilet? And so I just now learned not too long ago the difference. But nonetheless, excellent fragrance, wonderful. I love it. I've only worn it a few times. As you can see, I did put a little bit of a dent in the top of it. And this is a skin scent. It doesn't project like some others that I have in my collection, but it gets the job done nonetheless. That is D&G and Gabbana's The One. Next up, I will go with another house that I knew nothing about, and I did a little research on it, and they have some pretty good fragrances, and this is one of them. And I paid $15 for this at TJ Maxx, and this is English Laundry's Windsor Pour Homme. I love the presentation on this one also. This fragrance also is what I like. It's not overpowering, but it is masculine. It's manly. It's sweet, almost syrupy type sweet. I like it. I love the presentation also, like I said. This is English Laundry's Windsor Pour Homme. And don't forget, guys, I'm only showing some of my personal heavy hitters. This is not what everyone else's list is like. My list is probably going to be different. I don't follow the normal standard. I don't have a lot of money to be going out and buying Creed's Invictus and Green Irish Tweed and all that. I don't have that kind of money. So I get what I can afford and what I like, and I stick to that guideline. So whatever works for me. And this is all getting to that one fragrance that I was talking about in the beginning of this video. So next up is a fragrance that I unboxed a couple of days ago. And there was a 4-pack. And this was the one that I liked the most out of all 4. And I wore this today. And this is English Laundry's Oxford Blue. And I got two compliments today. One from a guy, and one from a guy and one from a female. And that was enough to solidify me. I already like the fragrance regardless, but that solidified it for me that this is a good fragrance. I had to reapply once, and I walked up on my coworker, and he was like, "Damn, man, you smell good." And so, English Laundry's Oxford Blue. Next up, we're gonna go with Dolce & Gabbana's Pour Homme. And I bought this at TJ Maxx also. And I think I spent 30 or $40 for this one. Nice velvet filling case. I actually love this fragrance. It smells almost like it kind of gives you that Play-Doh kind of smell. I like it. It's soft, it's subtle, sweet, not syrupy sweet, but it's sweet. Kind of seductive to me. But that is Dolce & Gabbana's Pour Homme. Next up, we will do, everyone knows this one, Nautica Voyage. I had got a few compliments off of this one when I first bought it. I haven't worn it, but maybe, I don't know, maybe once or twice. I like it. I don't know if this is reformulated, because for one, this is the Eau de Toilette, and I think it has been reformulated before, but nonetheless, I still love this fragrance. I love this bottle, the shape. So this is Nautica Voyage. Next up, we're gonna go with Invictus. And this is the Intense version. Another heavy hitter in my collection. A lot of people on YouTube said that this is a pretty crappy presentation. Bottle wise, I happen to like it. It reminds me of a championship trophy. I don't mind. And I love this fragrance. I have gotten a lot of compliments when I've worn it. That is Invictus Intense. Next up, I found this fragrance. Well, I heard about this fragrance back when I was working at King and Prince Seafood, and a guy that worked there used to wear this fragrance, and I used to smell it, ask him what it was, but I never really went online and bought it, because I really wasn't into fragrances like that back then. I mean, I had a few, but most of mine were like scented oils and stuff, and women used to go crazy over that. So it was a little cheaper, but hey, it is what it is. But Thallium. And Thallium is, in my opinion, a great fragrance. It's soft, sweet, just like I like it. I got a few compliments off of this. I only wore it once to work. Great scent. Thallium. Next up, I will do, and like I said, guys, I do, most of these fragrances are, some of them are or have been reviewed on YouTube. by other people, and that's where I get most of my inspiration from, to go find these scents and see how they smell and see how they rank amongst my nose. Um, but next up, this is Bvlgari Aquamarine. Excellent fragrance. I love this. This is the fragrance that I had on that got me the most compliments. I went to work one day, and I told this story already. I went to work one day, I had this on, and some young ladies in the intensive care unit came running out, and they wanted to find out who was wearing that fragrance that they were wearing. And the guy that was with me, who gave me the compliment on the, what was it? On the Oxford Blue, same guy. He said, "Hey man, there's some ladies, young ladies, want to know what you got on." And so I went back and told them, and they said I'm more than welcome to walk through their unit anytime smelling like that. So this one got me the most compliments as far as like excitement level so far. But the one I'm going to get to in a few minutes top this one. So this would probably be my number 2 in ranking. Bvlgari Aquamarine. Next up, this is a fragrance I've been chasing for a long time. I finally found it. And I went ahead and bought it. It was $40, well, $42 and some change with tax. I'm happy I bought it. It was more than what I thought it was going to be. A lot of people give it a lot of flack because of the pepper note that's in it. I happen to like this fragrance. It's sweet, it's sexy, and I'm happy I have it. And it is Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. Wonderful, sexy fragrance. And this is one I need to try out again, because the day that I did wear it, I ended up being on the delivery truck. It is hot on the back of that truck going in and out of it. I was sweating profusely when I came back to the building. My scent was gone. No need to reapply because I got sweat all over me. So I'm going to have to try it again. But this is Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. And now for the coup de grace. This is the fragrance that I've been trying to allude to all night, or at least through the duration of this video. And I have gotten so many compliments, even the day I wore this at the hospital. I mean, from the time I stepped foot in that place to the time I left, people were talking about this fragrance. What is in it, I do not know. Anyone who watches this video, please look it up, find out what the notes are in this. You can even let me know if you choose to. But this fragrance garners me the most compliments out of all these heavy hitters that I just showed you, including some other ones that I have that I wasn't going to reveal because some of them I haven't done reviews on yet. And I just didn't want to have to move all my stuff from shelf to shelf or from table to table. So, but the fragrance that I'm talking about is by Liz Claiborne, and this is Bora Bora. I don't know why women love this fragrance. I do not understand it. I have so many other fragrances to me that smell so much better than this. This thing is almost bubblegumish, if that is even a word, because of how sweet it is. And I actually need to, I'm not halfway yet. but I've used a pretty good bit of this. And I see Ross has this on the shelf again, and I need to go get it, like I said, so I can have a backup bottle. This fragrance is so sweet, but I love it. It is sexy. It is sensual. This women put above all my other colognes, period. Period. I had a young lady tell me, excuse me, guys. I had a young lady tell me the other day that they think Ferragamo F Black outranked Bora, and for some strange reason, she changed her mind. Another friend of mine works at the senior care center, and she said also that Bora. So far, I haven't found anything that tops Bora. I don't know what the hell people see in this fragrance. I like it a lot. I love it, but I'm just trying to figure out what is in this that's causing women. Is it pheromones that's in it? Is it I don't know. Is it something in it that attracts women? Like, I don't know. And I honestly thought this was a woman's fragrance, but it is for men. So, and it says right here on the bottom of the box, for men. So I don't know, but this fragrance garnered me the most compliments out of everything that I have. Everything. And I don't understand it. But anyway, those were some of my heavy hitters. And my number one still, until it's dethroned, Bora. All right. Thanks, guys.